Hello, my name is Aaron Sutherland and I am a SUSE certified instructor. And today in this video, we're going to talk about command line skills, specifically finding help in the CLI. When in the CLI, there are a few different ways for us to find help. One of the ways that we have to find help in the CLI is by using the --help switch with most of the commands that we have available to us in Linux. For example, ls-help shows me information about what I can do with the ls command. So if we scroll up on the output here, we can see we've got these different arguments that we can apply to our commands. Like -a to show all, that includes hidden files. Let's see, what are some other good ones here? -h for human readable. -I to show inode number. -l to show a long listing. -r for recursive. That's capital R. Lowercase r shows me the results in reverse. So we've got quite a few different options here that we can use. And a lot of the commands, most of the commands that you're going to see in the Linux CLI will contain a --help option for the command. The next method that we have for finding help in the CLI is the man pages. Man pages give us a lot of additional information that we don't see when we use the --help. To access a man page, you simply type man and the name of the command. Now here what you see on the screen, it's asking me which man page I want to view. And if I wait long enough, like what you saw just happen, the man page with the asterisk in front of the name is what will be displayed. Now here in the man page, it starts with the name. This is the name of the command and what it does. So ls, it lists the directory contents. And then the synopsis, this is how we use the command. ls followed by an option and even a file or directory if needed. And then you do see a description followed by a list of all the different options that we have for the command, including an exit status, who wrote the man page, where to report bugs, the copyright, and other documentation that you may want to take a look at for additional help. Now, when it comes to man pages, if we type in man, because we want to view the man page for man pages, you can see in the description section here that man pages are broken out into different sections. The most common sections that we use are Section 1 for executable programs, Section 5 for file formats and conventions. Now we've got a lot of other types of man pages here, but we're just going to talk briefly about those two. Now, the Section 1 man pages, those are for our commands. Those are the commands that we're running in the command line, like ls and user add and group add. And to access those, we would simply type in either man space command or man1 command. In some instances, there may be a configuration file that has the same name as the command. For example, the etc password file. Now, the name of the file is the same as the name of the command, passwd. So here, to exit, I hit Q. So to see the man page for passwd, man passwd. Now here you can see we've got man 1 and man 5. Let's take a look at man 1, and this is for the command itself to change a user's password. And we've got all kinds of additional information in here. But now let's take a look at the man page for the passwd config file. So we'll hit Q to quit, and then man 5 passwd. Now this says that this is for passwd, the password file, the etc passwd file. And this tells us about the different pieces of information that we will find in the file, and even how that information is supposed to be organized. Now we took a brief look at this in the user add video, but the information that we saw, the username, the user password, the user ID, the group ID, comments about the user account like name or address, the user's home directory, and the user's shell. So this is a very high-level overview of man pages. One other thing to point out about man pages is there's a database that keeps track of all the different man pages. Anytime a new application is installed, you may have to update this database to see the new man pages. Now by default, the database gets updated around midnight daily. But if you need the man pages to be searchable before that, you're going to want to manually update the man page. This does require elevated privileges, so sudo and then the command mandb. Type in your password and that will update the man page database. So now you can search for man pages. So we could do a man-k and then search for man pages that are relevant to what you search for. In this case, I searched for LS. So the results are going to be any man page that contains LS as either the name or the description in the man page. So that's the high-level overview of man pages. The third option that I wanted to show you in this video about where to find help for what you're doing in the CLI are the info pages. Info pages contain a lot of the same information that's in man pages and in the -- help option for the command, but they also contain a lot more information. So if I start with just info, I've not typed anything else, just info, and press enter. What this does is this takes me to the very top node of the info pages. Now each of the info pages are referred to as nodes, and what makes info really cool is if I arrow down to, let's see here, let's just go with the screen command. So that was underlined, and anything that is underlined is a hyperlink. So from here, if I press enter, it'll take me to the info page for the screen command. Now if you look at the top of the screen, we've got these words up here at the top. They each mean something. So if I were to hit the letter N, it'll take me to the next page, which is the overview page. If I were to hit the letter P, it'll take me to the previous page, which just happens to be the top of the directory. So here, if I hit N, we look here, this is going to take me to the overview page. So N, it takes me to the overview page. If I were to hit N again, it would take me to the getting started page. And the P for previous would take me to the top. So P takes me to the top level for the screen info page. Now you can find lots and lots of information about all sorts of things in info pages, and you don't have to start at the top level. You can just start with the page that's specific for what you're looking for. So in this case, info is going to take me to the info page, and I can hit P here. It doesn't do anything. Hit N, it'll take me to standalone. Keep going through N, P will take me back, and Q will allow me to exit. And that is a high-level overview of how you can find help from the command line. You can learn more about this and many other topics in the wide range of courses that you can find on our e-learning site at the URL that you see here on the screen. So thank you for watching and have a great